My name is Daniel McGinnis. I'm an instructor with Survival Systems USA. The group that we had today were some aviators from the Army National Guard, and honestly, a lot of them were first time with this. I think we had maybe 6 or 7 in the class that had done it previously. The rest of them were all first time with it, and I thought they all did fairly well. So today's training was for emergency situation on a helicopter. These folks are going to be flying over water. That's what their new mission is going to be dictating. If something happens to the airframe while they're in flight and they have to touch down in the water, we want to make sure that people know how to make an evacuation. We personally like to start people with the breath hold egress runs to let them get some base procedures down, let them get some base comfort, especially first-time folks, without adding on extra procedures like the air bottles and things like that. So we just basically want to focus on the breath hold escape. And in a real event, if people could get out in a breath hold, that would be kind of ideal. It's less time that they're exposed to the situation. If they're not putting compressed air in their lungs, they have a minimal risk, with things like that. At the same time, people may need some help, and that's where those air bottles come into play. The next station is what we call the air station that gets them comfortable breathing on the bottles, purging on the different regulators, making sure they have some different options for that. We do some upright work, and then we do some inverted work on the side of the pool. And what we call the wall hang is usually one of the tougher exercises. People have to flip themselves on the wall upside down, go through clearing procedures, initiate the breathing routine. And once they pass that, we bring them back into the sweat chair, and that allows them to now utilize those emergency breathing devices in the chair. With the procedures that they've already built up on the breath hold runs, now we can just add the extra airs and that extra step, but hopefully nothing's going to be changed from what they did initially with how they get the door open, how they locate the exit, the seatbelt being the last step. All that stuff is exactly the same. So we want to brace until the violent motion stops, and the brace position will be different depending on the seatbelt type that we have available to us, which way we're facing inside the aircraft. But every seatbelt type, every seat position has got some brace position we can take. We're bracing until the violent motion stops. Once that does, we're going to sit up out of the brace to reorient to the airframe. We know it by sitting upright in the seat. Once we sit up, we use a reference point. A lot of the folks you probably saw were going off their head to find the upper edge and upper corners of the window, but we could have used our knee, we could use our hip, our thigh, our chest, our shoulder, but we're using a part of our body to make it easy to find exactly what we're looking for. Once the exit is clear, we grab onto the exit frame with that same hands. Once we have that, then our opposite hand can release the seatbelt and make sure all the points come clear, and then they can pull themselves out, hopefully not kicking on the way out.